What is good, everybody? Today we are back for a new Bburago review. This one is pretty special to me as it is a car that I really like. It is new for Bburago cars, also in 143 scale. It is none other than the 2024 Red Bull RB20s. I have both drivers here, Sergio Perez and Max Verstappen. I do have something I do want to show before. It was an attempt at making a custom RB20. This is an RB19. This was the base for my custom car. It's just your standard Bburago RB19. And this was the attempt for an RB20. As you can see, this is curved down. I did manage to flip the inlets so they can be overbite inlets, and then this is combination of hot glue paint and like a gloss varnish for finishing coat. And that's about what's special about this. And the nose is extended to all the way to the tip of the front wing. So there's that. This was my Red Bull RB20 for a while. It is obviously not the greatest looking, but it looked like an RB20. But now we have them. We have the RB20s from Bburago. So let's not waste any time. I'll open up Sergio Perez first. I got these on AliExpress for not very expensive, actually. I got them like for $20 or something. Already these cars, this one, it feels hefty compared to the RB19. I feel like it might have a bit more metal on it, and it's a lot smoother, the side pod here. Yeah. I can definitely see some changes that are definitely for the better, such as the suspension, the front suspension. Much more detailed than what was in 2023. This is the 23. It is painted the same as the body because it is part of the same mold. Rear suspension has never been that bad, but yeah, the front suspension. And then on this car, it is it's a piece of plastic with carbon detail, and this panel detail is missing on the RB19, but somewhat present on the RB18, which also, in my opinion, the RB18 has better suspension than the RB19, but that's just me. So yeah, it's like what we could say a combination of both worlds, of the best of both worlds, sorry. Obviously here you can see the tip of the nose. It's all the way down to the front wing element, the curve in the, the end plate, the overbite side pod, and obviously the raised shoulders. This whole piece made out of plastic, the whole side pod except for just underneath here is made out of metal. Unlike this one where it's the top part and then this is black plastic at the separation, and the inlet is also plastic on the RB19. This one, it is part of the mold, which is very nice. The rear wing, you can see it, and now it's black and it has carbon fiber details on it. Now as far as the floor, I feel like these new floors here, they look a lot more matte colored than the last year's car, and obviously it's very similar in shape. It's hard to tell if there's a major difference because there's not a major difference in terms of the floor here, except at the front here where the suspension is different. But yeah, let's get Max Verstappen's car here then. Because obviously he's the main driver. Like, if you want to get one, most people will get Max Verstappen, obviously. And I mean, you can understand why. So obviously this is the same car, it's just Max Verstappen. Instead of number 11, it's number 1. That's what I like about this duo of cars here. It's all ones. It's very matching. You got 11 and then 1. This is, I mean, it looks, the RB20 is my favorite looking car of the ground effect era from Red Bull. I do like a lot the W13. I do not know, I actually haven't made up my mind on which one is my favorite of the ground effect era. So for fun, let's compare these, my custom RB20 and the actual RB20. So obviously the rear wing, not much I could do about it. This was also a custom rear wing where I slimmed it down as if it was low downforce. Let's go to the front wing. Any major differences in the shape of the wing generally? A tad bit, but not that much. I mean, obviously, yeah, now has the tip of the plastic that is part of the nose, and then these end plates are now become curved like this instead of being squared off like this. It was also squared off on the RB19, but this one I have right here, it is not my main one. It is modified. I do have another RB19 on my wall. I have 4 actually. But yeah, one thing I think is a little bit sad though is because this is entirely metal, which is good, it adds weight to the car, it looks like there's a lack of detail, but that's about it. Because I think it makes up for it in where they added the suspension detailing, as well as the carbon fiber detailing, carbon fiber rear wing, and just all the way up in there, there's that little intake. On here, I know it's just a car's design, but it's, you know, it's empty. There's nothing there. One thing that I did like about the 22 cars is that they clearly have floor detail here. This is the RB18. It has all these floor details. The real RB20 does also have floor stuff here, but even the RB19 doesn't have much, but that's fine. I mean, there's always some things you gotta sacrifice. But yeah. So, I've got these. Honestly, looking at it now, this thing, my custom one, did not turn out that bad for how much time I spent on it, which is like an hour max. Modifying the car from looking like this to looking like this. It was all about just, the most complicated part was the side pod inlets, but that's something. But yeah, RB20s, I really like this car. I actually did order another one just to have displayed somewhere else in my room. So yeah, it's RB20. I will be doing a video on the Ferrari soon. Once I get my second Ferrari, I do have one, like I said in the last video. But yeah, I'm waiting for the second one and then I'll make the video about it. So yeah, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I do not know if anybody else has made videos on the RB20. I have not found any, at least. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about these cars or anything else in general. You can give me tips and tricks about video making and stuff like that. Alright, that's it. I'll see you next time. Oh, bye-bye.